What's up, gamers? We're back with some more QB1 mode.
Yeah, we made it back.
Just in time.
Just in time after the hour-long
I'm really
game.
proud of you.
Like half an hour.
Thank you, sir.
It's half an hour. It's like half
That was a
an hour.
gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national
Yeah,
championship.
you did it, Tom
But
Player.
nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we gonna see the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
Oh,
We
we
got
have
this,
one
man.
more?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you're in the championship for the trophy.
Football is my life, man. But you gotta stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Surprise.
what you got? me?
Isaiah!
Em,
Hey.
looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Jesus
Is that magenta?
Christ.
Fuchsia? What color is that?
Look how fucking short she is.
Okay.
Everyone in this fucking room.
Off the board, huh?
Yeah.
By the way, for context,
Emily has
she
the
has
best
cancer.
games.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can tell by the beanie.
If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Pink or purple, Tom? Unicorn.
Well,
Purple? Why purple?
Well, these are both tough, but good options.
I chose pink.
I
Oh, I
think
see.
I'm gonna have to go with purple.
purple. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx? That's a color?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Onyx.
black.
Okay. I told you, she's a pro.
Hey, how are you?
It's also a Pokemon.
Emily's dad. Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second?
It's a rock snake.
She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
That's easy.
I did like
3?
5.
I thought I said 4.
Well, that's easy.
4 touchdowns.
Oh,
Alright, Tom, yes or no?
is that okay?
Can you do 4 touchdowns?
Well,
For
4
the girl
touchdowns is a
cancer.
lot.
I did last time.
Yeah,
You
but
did 5. You
how
did
can you turn down
season.
this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Intense, Tom.
Yes.
You'll do anything
Don't
for
worry.
this girl.
He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Alright, Tom, not only do you have to win the game,
great to see
now
you.
you gotta get 4
Now-
touchdowns.
It's nice to meet you.
Optional objective: get 4 touchdowns.
All right.
All right. I gotta get 28 points.
Oh, this is bad.
We're days away from the national championship
That's
game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike
Now I
twice?
actually have to try to get
Last
20.
week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a
Are you
championship?
good enough, Tom?
Not at all.
Not at all.
That's it. But hold on.
Damn.
I don't think he has to be. And this, let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do. Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at this table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
What would the other option be for
Hey, can I
besides
talk
the
to you a
4
minute?
touchdowns?
Yeah, sure, Coach.
Something else. You
What?
do something else.
What's the other thing?
I didn't choose that option. I said
You know, I
yes.
know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us.
Feel.
And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right, so breathe.
Yeah.
Take it in.
Breathe it in.
Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Go.
Yeah.
You could fail this, by the way, right here. If you lose the game, it's a fail.
Yeah.
You have to win.
You need to win. You need to win.
But if you do lose, it's the stupidest shit, and you'll see why. I won't say anything. I won, so I don't know. But I hear that if you lose, it doesn't matter, and I won't tell you why.
You made it anyway.
I hope that's not the case. That's
You
stupid.
made it.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the USC Trojans.
All right, Tom, you ready?
Hey, can your quarterback get injured? No. I'm told.
One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi Stadium. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Stakes are up. 4 touchdowns for the chance to go up. You do well, you win.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Fulton sets to pass it. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in '85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
That guy is like a kid.
Hello? Where's my mom?
Just his 2nd career start and a national title on the line for the Trojans as they get ready 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
You ever see the meme of
and he's taken down but able to slip across the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. But Charles, the success that this quarterback had in the semifinal, how does it translate here?
Well, it certainly helps his mindset because he has to have a lot of confidence going into this one since he did it so well in the semifinals. I do think we'll see a similar kind of offense. They'll find places for him to take his shots, and especially you have to when you've got a weapon like Streets on the outside.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice run, able to look.
And he's free going down outside. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench. He's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
All right, let me see if I can,
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense for Oklahoma back out there on the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
I don't know.
On second down now, Gold. And he will be brought
I kind of
down
looked
at
out
the
there
43
that
that
time.
time.
Oh, shit.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
If I'm like
the ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Talking to you, that's because I need to like
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of
downs. And then
downs.
when I have like time to talk,
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking
no, like
up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Like I'm not gonna.
On first down.
Like I'm not gonna talk during.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They actually like put all my energy.
They tried a quick hitter inside,
so
but that
if
one
you
was
talk,
swallowed up because
like,
what they're hoping,
it looks like
those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Gold. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, but some of those runs are not working now. They turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now this is the part where you work your ass.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the trouble, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to run.
No, I am defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him?
No.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis
Why
on it.
couldn't the cancer thing be on the first game?
And they picked up 5 yards.
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
More stakes.
So a first and 5 after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
That'd be good.
First down, and they'll try to run the option. No, bottled up. It's out, it's loose. And the defense has come up with it.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He will find the open man at Streets. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. That's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon, and you got to think as this championship game continues to unfold, they have to find some way to slow him down. Double team, just anything to disrupt him, because he has a knack for getting open and making big plays.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
You see, I do good when I don't think about it. But if I think about it too hard, I'm going to fuck up.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Why would I let you do that?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Goes back to Streets. This time he's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone.
You are.
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's safe.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And I do have timeouts.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
That's caught. Touchdown, USC. A 3-yard touchdown
got 2 on the board.
And the Trojans add on to their lead.
Yeah, 2 on the board, halfway there.
A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
I know that's not what that is.
The offense for the Sooners set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Because it did the thing when they're
down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now Fulton.
It's Cantor Stitch.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give the nod to Gold here.
Yeah.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We might get
another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, does it bring in your tight end, keep him in? Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Oh, hey, you can sim. You can. But I'd rather not do that.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Damn it, you got it right. Yeah,
Ready. Turn your face. Let's go.
Here's Irons.
Alright.
Now a second timeout called for
I said I would risk it, but I'm not
going
to risk that because I am way
as
too
we
far
head
away.
toward halftime. The USC punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
I was hoping it didn't, like, bounce straight off the floor. I'm like, wait, this is like, I didn't think it would hit the ground and stay there.
Back
I was
out
hoping
there
they'd,
on
like,
the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
They're burning their
there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's Fulton to throw. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That was like UConn.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They're going to look to throw.
Damn it.
To go here. He lost the football. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah, it's easy. You tell them it's easy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, no, you won't.
Let's go. Get set.
They got
What a story this would be as USC now sits just 2 quarters from a national title.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
Yeah.
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
Like giving the ball.
Got it.
Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
I think he was supposed to say yeah.
Okay, man.
He didn't say yeah, so the game went nuts.
Yeah, but I mean, throw them if he's fucking open. But I'm not going to
Just
go out my way.
one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The USC offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game, 2 quarters to play. What's the course of action in the second half?
I think you continue to show your quarterback that you've got faith in him. Continue to run the offense the way you did in the first half. Continue to give him opportunities.
I feel like I did.
But behind his back, head coach is telling the offensive play caller, if you see any moments where it feels too big for him, be ready to dial this game plan back.
USC gets set here, 1st and 10.
Alright.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
They're going to give you more yards because they're stupid. Some guy with no face got it. You want to accept that and get more yards.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
11 yards.
I should be close, right? Am I close?
So the face mask, quite a blessing there.
I think I was that close. I know it said 11, but I thought I was like farther back. Okay, let's...
Now back to throw. And Walker
I just did that to
it.
be safe.
And here he'll get
I
it
saw a
down
bunch
to
of
the
people
7.
over there. I'm like, no.
5 yards on the catch.
And I saw some dudes out of nowhere running. I'm like, I'll throw that
Brandon,
guy.
perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That was a mistake.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately,
oh, that was lucky. I thought I
didn't
get
that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction. I was able to track the ball in another.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
That's caught. Touchdown, USC. Manny Rojas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Trojans add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
I want one interception.
Now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is taken near the 13. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The throw right side is complete here on the 1st play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, do more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Oh, come on, how the fuck did you do that?
Just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
I think I did.
Extra point up and through, and it is 28-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Get 4 touchdowns for me.
The offense for the Sooners set to take over again. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Was she that specific? Are you sure?
Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius to the bigger targets.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Oh, it is that specific. Sorry.
Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Fine, man. Am I like fucking cold?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Which is good.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Yeah, they fucked it a little bit.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
2nd and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
I think they did an onside kick, and I caught
it. They needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
All right, yeah.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not too much of it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The quick slant caught.
Oh, come on. You
and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big...
And he is in for a USC touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The offense for Oklahoma back out there on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting up field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fulton sets to pass it. It's complete. It's Gore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because
he rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
No, yeah, I caught it and I fell.
Sometimes we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And shedding his way forward. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout called here.
Yep, calling timeout.
Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Understandable. Why would he do that?
Here we go. Set.
Get that fucking girl.
I want to try to, like, maybe get with it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. This is caught.
I did it!
He will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Jock Luncey, 30 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it.
I want to show the crowd.
The argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings
I got
or
like
anything
6
like that.
maybe 6.
Please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the USC Trojans.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
How do you feel about Tom?
I tell you, this kid's amazing.
He picked out the
He worked
best
around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
He is special.
Come on.
I am special.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on this stage, celebrating with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, the trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Hey, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! Let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about. About getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Yeah, we got a national championship.
We did it. We did it. We're champions.
Now what?
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great.
Oh, that's great.
She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
I guess you did it.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you so much for the kind words.
I figured I did.
Please have Emily stay in touch.
I almost doubled the score.
Thank you.
I don't think I did.
Take care.
I came pretty close to that. I got like, what, 42?
What happens if you don't do it? Does he call him?
I was like, ah, damn. You made it out, but you didn't do it.
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in 2 games. 2 games, and we're saying maybe a 3rd-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal. He did win a national championship. Yes, he did. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Peter, 8 quarters of football, 3rd-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a 1st-round draft.
No way. No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
You got this. Well, we're at the combine.
Alright, here we are. Am I gonna watch a little board?
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to...
Oh,
yes,
God,
I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, wait a second.
Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second? Thank you. No, just be quiet.
Yeah, quiet.
I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
When I found out I wasn't going to start in college, it became clear that I should transfer if I wanted to play at the next level, but I didn't. Because my word means something. I'm proud of my decision to stick. And if I was running a team, I think I would want players that were willing to compete.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back. Yes, I'll have to call you back. I love you too, Dad. Are you for real?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
You and I have a mutual friend in common.
Yeah?
Mr. Jack Ford.
Oh, is that his son?
He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis together.
It looks
What do you think he might say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Maybe related? I don't know.
Look, I respect Jack Ford, and I want you to...
Let me just stop you right there.
What? What did we say?
Jack had nothing but praise to say about you. And frankly, now so do I.
I thought he was going to say, frankly,
I don't give a damn. Frankly, I don't give a damn.
Listen, the truth is, my owner, he wants someone with the measurables.
Okay.
You go out there and you impress.
Alright.
And you will be on our radar. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not say no?
Sounds good.
Drink an extra protein shake or whatever you gotta do.
Nah, man.
Nah,
I gain weight. I follow this dude with Juggernuggets. Apparently, I gain weight if I drink protein shakes. So.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
Oh God, not my
You
porn
want me to give
stash.
you my phone?
No problem, or I don't think so.
Is that just like normal procedure?
Okay. You bet it is.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what did you...
You just give anyone your phone? If someone asks for your playbook, would you give them that too?
No.
No? What? What?
You have something to hide?
No.
Look, son. This interview's about transparency.
Okay.
I think I'm being quite transparent.
Not transparent enough.
Yeah. Okay. have my phone back?
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Sitting in the back of the bus or the front?
Bus in Alaska.
Yeah,
I go front of the bus.
Not middle.
No.
Nope.
Have you looked at the engine before you even got into the bus?
No.
Did you check the tire pressure?
I hired a professional mechanic to inspect every part of the bus, as he is more qualified than me. And I am aware of my strengths and weaknesses.
Are you being cute with me, son?
Maybe.
No.
You're not. Now give me a serious answer. Would you be in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus, or the passenger side of the bus?
I already answered the front of the bus.
Why?
Because if I can see where we're going, I can make sure we're okay. Is that the wrong answer?
I think that was meant to happen. I think that there's no way to fail that. I think the first one you're supposed to fail, the second one you don't fail.
Maybe I'm not supposed to fail. I'm like, it's like, wait, what the fuck do you want my phone for?
It felt like an actual job interview.
I felt like I was being interrogated. Show me your internet history.
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
Almost at the end.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Les Moore, congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't
So
think...
that other guy was just some random...
Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client? You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. 2 full.
Come on, set. David.
Okay. For the hotspot.
No?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, peace out, guys. Next week we'll finish the game, or some point, I don't know. We'll see. What depends on what time we finish with Juggernauts next week.